Greetings, mortals. I am Discord Hydra, and I bid thee welcome. We are back with Godforge, and this time it is the beta. It is now live, and I've been playing a little bit, as you can probably tell. My starter legendary that I picked from the minigame is Anubis, because I love Egyptian mythology, and he's wielding a scythe, and so, nice fun combination of things I enjoy. My guaranteed Lego from the flawless summon for the beta was Grendel. So he's a pretty badass little freaking death machine. Guess you should check out this idol. It is so sick and cool all at the same time. It is hilarious. So yeah. Been really enjoying it so far. A lot of really cool looking stuff, great looking heroes and whatnot. Yeah, it's just looking great. I'm really excited for it. I can't wait for the game to actually come out. If you are unaware, the Godforge beta is currently going on. This is going to be the first beta. More may follow. But at the end of the beta, everything will be wiped. So I'm not keeping really any of this, but I'm helping test out and having a good time while doing so. But since my first video trying to record summonings didn't go so well due to technical issues, I am here trying again, and I figured I got 5 Eternal Stones, so why not we pull them and see if we get lucky or not. Here goes. If you guys have been playing the beta, how's it been going for you? Ooh, Pandora! Epic! Sweet. Epic Eternal Hero. That's awesome. Sweet. Keeper of Chaos. See, 2 times at random. Steal a random buff. Cool. Equalize the divinity of the enemy with the highest divinity to the enemy with the lowest divinity. Then attack 4 times randomly. Very cool. 50% chance to place Faith down 2. Ooh, very cool. Let's see. Ultimate, AoE, 75% chance to place a random disable. Refund 5% of this hero's divinity for each disable placed on the target. Sweet. That's a lot of fun. A lot of disables. That's cool. When attacking enemies, transfer 1 debuff from this hero to target. Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Sweet. I think this is my first Epic Eternal, so woohoo! I've only had like a couple of Eternal Stones. They're not exactly common. Oh, I think she was a rare I got before. Yep, Dao-chan. So that is a weakening, which means incoming turn meter multiplier is increased. Cool. Alrighty, next hero. Who do we get? Scotty. Very nice. I remember playing with her in the alpha. Let's see. Attacks 2 times. Each hit chance to place freeze, which is wonderful. Great stuff. A lot of good stuff. And then we have 3 random enemies, 40% chance to freeze. We have the AoE, can place speed down 1 or 2. And then attacking enemies under freeze reduces the target's divinity. Very cool to see Scotty. Let's see what's next. Bum 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 bum. Another Scotty! Eee, sweet. Very cool. So that means we get Ignore Resistance. Very useful for trying to place those freezes. Sweet. So I think this is the last Eternal Stone I have. Hello. Nidocris, Hand of Vengeance. Ooh, okay. What do you do? Ooh, accuracy in campaign battles, okay. Chance to steal a random buff. Cool. Attack to transfer all debuff from this hero to the target. Nice. Transfer one random debuff from all allies to this hero, then attack all enemies. Increase this hero's turn meter by 10% for each debuff transferred to this hero. Wherein then, in turn, if you do it right, she can then transfer all of them to the enemy. If there's a bunch of different ones. Okay. And her passive, at the start of this hero's turn, steal 10% divinity from the enemy with the highest turn meter. Okay, that's pretty sick. Nice. Okay, I like that. Pretty cool. All right, let's see about our ancestrals. Got 22 ancestrals to pull. Let's see if we pull anything in. We got a set. Boom. Let's go. Sweet. The Master of Disorder. 50% chance to place Faith down 2. 50% chance to steal a random buff. Decrease the cooldown of this ability by 1 turn if a buff is not stolen. Attacks everybody. 50% chance to place Despair on each target. 75% chance to place Accuracy down 2 on the target for 2 turns. And then we have placing debuff on this hero. Increase their divinity cost of the enemy by 2%. Sweet. Awesome. We got set. I got Osiris last time, so I have them both. Hello. Who are you? Ragnar Lothbrok, Sire of Heroes. Okay. Critical damage in all battles. 3 times. Okay. 2% chance to place Blunt 1 on target. If Lagertha is an ally, they also join the attack. Cool. AoE attack, 75% chance to place defense down 1. Attack one person 2 times. Each hit destroys the target's max health for 5% of the damage inflicted, up to 25%. And then place a shield on this hero when their health falls below 50%. Cool. Who's next? Oh, I got him before. Tizlata Katzen. Jeez, I'm gonna murder these names so badly. So he likes vanishing and placing bigger debuffs if he's vanished. So, fun stuff. Yeah, some of these heroes' names are going to be utterly mutilated as I attempt and fail to pronounce them ever so awfully. Nefertiti, sweet. This is my second one of her. Speed down, or if they're under speed down, decreases turn meter more. You can place charm, and then there's the speed down. And increase the accuracy of everybody that's in the Aru faction with her. Moving right along. Who's next? We got... Ooh, epic. Ooh, she looks pretty. Very, 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 very cool. Poludnitsa. Lady Midday. Ooh. Pretty. That is so cool. Alright, what do you do? Midday Madness. Attack 2 times. If the target's turn meter is above 50%, steal 20%. Turn meter is below, place an extra hit. So it'd be 3 hits instead. Cool. AoE 2 times. If the target's health is above 50%, inflict an additional 2.5% max health on the target. If the target's health is below 50%, the attack will ignore 10% of the target's defense. Ooh, that's really cool. And then her ultimate AoE 3 times. If the target's divinity is above 50%, each hit will steal 10%. If the target's divinity is below 50%, each hit has a 50% chance to place Aether Burn 2 on the target. Very nice. And Midday Judgment. When an enemy's divinity reaches 50%, increase the damage of this hero's next ability by 10%. Ooh. Fun. Alright. Moving right along. Oh, hey! Maria Marevna. Very cool anti-buff rare. Very badass. Another Nefertiti. Alright, moving right along. Ramses! Hey, we finally got Ramses. Woo! One of the starters. Heck yeah. And then we have Anaxinamoon, the Sunrise Redeemer. So we got Faith Up on herself. And we got remove random debuff from all allies, place block debuffs. Ultimate is shielding everybody and increase the duration of one random buff on each ally. And then passive, place Phoenix on an ally for 1 turn when they fall below 50% health. Woot. Very cool. Next up, so that was like 3 Aru in a row, so that's kind of funny. Keat Sith. This is a Valen little kitty cat. Accuracy down, 3-hitter. We got big hit, 75% chance to decrease turn meter. We got a double hitter, chance to place speed down and faith down. And then there's the vanishing trick. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, Lady Zoc, we now have all 3 starters. So I started with Guan Yu. Woot. Very cool. Next up, we get... Ooh. Hello. Very pretty colors. Ah, Shang-Yi, the Moon Mistress. Speed in dungeons. Let's see. Attack, then heal all allies. If the target is under Vanish, a bigger heal. And let's see, we got accuracy up and resistance up for 2 turns. If Hui is an ally, accuracy up 2 and resistance up 2 instead. Then we got the heal all allies, place block debuffs. Below 50%, they get the Vanish, and then they can get the bigger heals. An ally is healed, restore an additional 20% of the target's missing health. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's pretty awesome. Hippolyta! Sweet. Amazonian Queen. 9 more. Come on, luck. We got another Guan Yu. I think this allows me to put him at A3? Or A4. One of those 2. Right, moving right on. We get... Ooh, epic? Yeah, epic. Zabalanku, the War Twin. Ooh. Okay, attack, 50% chance to place defense down. If one of Pooh's ally, he joins. If attacked on enemy, target has higher max health than this hero, inflict an additional 1% of the enemy's max health. Ouch. If one of Pooh's is an ally, place sharpen 2 on this hero for 2 turns before attacking. Ooh, nice. Attacks all enemies. If the attack is a strong hit, has a 50% chance to place a stun on the target for 1 turn. And if one opposes an ally, increases divinity by 20%. And then inflicts a critical attack. The next attack will inflict 20% increased damage. If one opposes an ally, will inflict 40% instead. Yikes. That's scary. Okay. I do not have Wanapu, so I'll just have to be as is. Ooh, you're looking pretty cool. Ulfhednar, I think. Strong critical hits destroy 30% of the target's max health. That has a additional 20% chance of critical hit. Nice. 3 times. First attack has a 50% chance to apply defense down. If the enemy is under defense down, attacks have a 20% additional chance to critical hit. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Ignore shield and barrier. Also, there's an additional 20% chance to critical hit. Very nice. You only have to build them with 80% crit chance to have them maxed out. Critical hits against the same enemy inflict 20% increased damage. Yikes. So you could be a crit machine. Hey, another Shang-Yi. Only a couple more. Can I get one more Lego? Let's find out. Nefertiti. Yeah. Ooh, hello. This is the Cirrus Weird Weaver. Let's see. Attacks. If enemy is not defeated, decrease the target's divinity. If the enemy is defeated, increases this hero's divinity. Cool. AoE, chance to place Hex on the targets for 2 turns. Place either Sharpen Up or Accuracy Up on this hero, then attack all enemies. Interesting. And then has a 20% chance to gain an extra turn when inflicting a strong hit. That could be pretty cool. And coincides quite nicely with her wanting accuracy. Oh, I have one of this guy already. Mabon, the rescued hunt master. Come on, Lego. Come on. Can I get lucky? No. But she is pretty. What do we got? Vesna, the Seer. Let's see. Attack. Place Radiance 1 on the ally with the lowest health. Okay, so that's reduced damage and thorns. Heal all allies. If an ally is fully healed, places a shield. Remove a debuff from all allies and heal all allies. Also extend the duration of the buffs. And for each buff on an ally, increase this hero's healing output. Okay. Sweet. This could be the last one. Ooh, epic? Ooh, pretty. She looks cool. Ran, the Sea's Net. Ooh. Yeah, she looks really cool. What does Ran do here? 35% chance to lock ultimate. Oh, okay, that's cool. At AoE, 75% chance for speed down 2. Very nice. Another AoE, 50% chance to place freeze on each target. If enemy is below 50% health, freeze cannot be resisted. If freeze is not placed, place the face down 2 on the target for 2 turns instead. Nice. Attack decreases 10% of the target's turn meter. If the target is below 50%, steal 10% turn meter instead, and increase the turn meter of all allies by the same amount. Allies can only gain turn meter once per attack. Very cool. Okay, cool. So I got a couple of fun epics to play with. Sweet. Cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like. And be sure to subscribe to catch more of my videos. And hit the bell to know when I upload new videos. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.